Good morning, angels of light and love. I welcome you in to direct and protect you, to divinely intervene as needed for the highest good. Let's keep it like that and do your usual excellence, excellent performance. Also, good morning to my most ethical, most activated light and love crew. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Okay. Tell me, what makes you indispensable, Tina? What makes you, Tina, indispensable? We got the Four of Wands. It's home and hearth. It is self-actualization. It's bringing, making any environment a home. Okay, a functional home. Let me tell you. We don't have to question the roots. We don't have to wonder what's up. Like, everything is flourishing and growing. There's a roof over our head. It's like a freaking canopy of a jungle. Everything's booming. It's celebratory. It's good. Look at this. Look at this. Just take a look at that. You see the crowd in the background? Hello. It's awesome. Okay. So what makes you indispensable, Tina? The reason why to like build your gratitude list. This ultimate excellence of home and hearth. Anywhere you go, everywhere you go. It's good. So, what do we want to say with that? The reason why I am doing this type of a reading is because I think people underestimate my value. Kind of toy around with my energy. Put me in situations that are very compromising, and they don't realize that I can feel into these things without even delving. I know real time what the fuck is happening if somebody's screwing around with my energy, and right now I know it's somebody screwing around with my sacral chakra. But it's somebody that's kind of fond of me, somebody who has, I think, usually this is like addictive tendencies, because to feel out my energy through another person, trying to kind of do like energy transfer and swap, like this mental version of it, in order to like kind of make do with what they have now. It's not cool, let me tell you, because I feel it. So I want to know, and I should make others know who care to know, what makes me indispensable. That means you can't throw me away. Page of Swords in reverse and Two of Pentacles. So I get to the bottom of things as far as learning. Now, on Page of Swords, there might be some... You know, some people might find me, like, guilty for divulging certain things. Like, it's almost like gossip territory. But, dude, like, I'm entitled to speak upon my energy. Like, I'm a rising phoenix here. So, like, even though I may be heavily weighted and involved, like, people might think that, like, oh, you know, I'm caught red-handed within this, like, darkness. This is part of spirituality, knowing who you are, what you bring to the table, and anyone that chooses to work in discrepancies. Like, it's just a matter of like, okay, that's sometimes you realize that you walk away from certain partnerships, kind of like not partnerships, but certain transactions kind of like empty-handed. You know, like what the fuck just happened there? I thought things were good. Like, what? So Page of Swords within this relationship thing here is just referring to a non-traditional way of uncovering things. You know, it's a learner that is able to alchemize within their own positioning. I mean, to get followed up, like in my inbox, like right in front of me, solely mine, it's the Ten of Swords in reverse. Like, I'm not going to put up with that energy anymore of being stabbed in the back to whatever degree. I'm a rising phoenix, so I don't compromise my energy based on, you know, like I don't give freebies away on that level, you know. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm too valuable. Indispensable means highly valuable, like not being able to be like thrown away, like discarded. I refuse to be within those energetics. I need to put my hair up. Let's do it. Give me a second. Where am I going to put my hair up? Okay. Okay, I can't really show you. So rather than saying like, oh, somebody's, you know, somebody's involved with somebody else while thinking of me, I don't know what to say. Rather than thinking about like, oh, where is it that I am lacking, or, you know, maybe I'm like a little too like out of shape for this person, or rather than creating excuses to handicap them or talk down on myself, I'm here to better recognize what I bring to the table. Like, you can't just throw away my energy. You know what I mean? You can't do that to this little old lady. So, we're going to get back into gear. It is morning. It is 5:06 a.m. I'm going to make some coffee after this, and I'm going to get to it. These are just motivators to say, like, Tina, you got your own ish to focus on. If somebody doesn't recognize your worth, then let them be like, let them do their own stuff, you know, move about how they move about organically. Okay. Ta-da, I'm ready. I'm ready for work. Actually, I gotta brush my teeth. But it's okay. Here we go. So, Four of Wands. What makes you... This is... Oh my gosh. Is it... We already did Authorizing Officer Tuesday, didn't we? Did we? We'll do another one. Midpoint Wednesday. Authorizing Officer Tuesday. What do you gotta say with regards to my indispensable energy? What makes me indispensable? We got the World card in reverse. We got the Four of Cups. You know, what this says is that I marinate in places in order to get like the last bit of juices of understanding. Like, I fully feel out my my cycles. You see, I fully feel them out. I might just like sit there for a moment, and Spirit's like, I'm tired. We talked about this. I'm tired of holding this cup. Here you go. You're bound to get out of this. I believe in you. This is not a dunce cap thing, nor like I'm making fun of you, like in its like a hostage situation. Like, I believe in you, Tina. Don't worry about it. Here's your little party hat. I'm gonna go. It's not even a big deal. Like, sitting in this energy, this is Spirit's way of kind of expediting the situation. Like, you know, you're gonna get out of this, and this is not the Eight of Swords. You're just, I understand why you want to capture the feeling of this, like every bit. It's kind of like savoring a situation, marinating in it, to fully understand it, so you learn that lesson once. Okay, that's what's happening there. So what makes me indispensable is not many are willing to go this route in comprehending certain situations, that they're so eager to like just like get out of like the bullshit energy, to like just to be done with it. But for me, I care not to deal with situations more than I have to. So that's what makes me indispensable. Like, I volunteer to understand further. All right. Okay, what else makes me indispensable? According to the Ace of Swords, this is not facing the truth in all the haze. You got Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, and 9 of Wands. Holy shit, that is a lot of wands. Behind the Queen of Wands, that's 19. What's 19 in the Major Arcana? That's the Sun card. Holy smokes, this is lit. My energy is fucking lit. It is fire, as the new crew would say it. This is somebody who knows their own power, wielding it. This is definitely, like, ultimate witchery. Like, absolute. It's a lot of responsibility. A lot of matches. You remember we talked about picking your berries, the straw, you know, short end of the stick kind of deal. Like, the power is in your hands, Tina. The stick holder, basically. And then 9 of that is showing up for that. Hummingbird energy. Again, we have to channel something from base nectar. But master number 19, or not master number, it's a sun card. 19 wands. That's, and then the 20th is judgment. Like, I decide how to wield my energy. I decide how to wield the elements that lay out on the freaking table of a stage. I decide. I have that ability. Knight of Pentacles. It has taken some time to understand how to, like, maneuver this energy, but it comes from my core essence. You see other vines, other wands growing out of my systematic nature. For reals. Oh my God. Seriously. Like, look at this. She's like, you know, there's like this little dance, right, of emanation. Those two hands. You see these two hands here? That's just depicting one wand that's lit out of, like, coming from her. There's so much more that can root out from that. So that is what makes me indispensable, unlike any others, unable to be discarded. Like, if you really discard me, it is ultimately your loss. But everyone's entitled to, like, do whatever they want, you know. So, but this is a huge signifier here. That's amazing. Like, I really don't know what to expect out of these readings, but, like, it surely, like, floors me. So, Archangel Michael. On this Authorizing Officer Tuesday, a bit tardy, just within those energetics, I'm not going to even call it tardy. No, Authorizing Officer Tuesday on a Wednesday, it's all right. We can have some carryover. There's an abundance. So, what makes me indispensable? Ooh, we got something here. We got, oh, I just realized I'm working with, hello, my cream crew. I forget sometimes that there, even though it's like zeroed out over here, there's definitely people watching. People watchers and people watching. 9 of Pentacles, Page of Cups in reverse, King of Wands, and 7 of Cups in reverse. So due to my independence, you know, like, this is the 50-cent energy, shot 9 times. Who else was shot 9 times? There's people like these people have resilience. When they're shot down X amount of times, this is like Dark Night of the Soul. 9 is a hermit energy. So they were, like, basically stabbed in the back, but more like from a distance. So this is like hit with bullshit energy. Like, people who choose to fire at you in the dark, you know, when it's not when you're just not looking, but when nobody's looking. That's completely, like, coward energy. People coming at you, like, that are absolute cowards, trying to, like, poke at you. So you've remained independent, Tina. Like, fuck yeah. Like, this is a warrior. When you look at what follows this, it's like people who are the King of Wands, highly networked, understand this energy of like, what is it? Superior energy out of the bunch, like the Holy Grail, Holy fucking Grail. That's what they found within me. Like it's very clear. It's kind of like the Four of Cups in reverse. Like you take Spirit's cup. It's things are very obvious as far as what to take here. There's the decision has been made. Like the King of Wands knows, you know, I am indispensable. So therefore, I do attract secret admirer energy. I don't know if, does that make me indispensable? Like, I think it just, when you're put in a position of power, you're not only delegated that position, but also you earn it through the people that are kind of like following that tune, that rhythm. So they buy into, I don't even want to say buy into, they're magnetized to that energy, therefore lifting you up and holding you secure within that position. They're looking out for you because they're secret admirers, not just because like of the appreciation of the sights of things, but obviously they know that is a wise investment, even if it's just energetically. So what makes me indispensable is not just the role that I am given in all avenues, but also the respect and recognition that follows from others who are well versed within established networks, the ones that head those networks. So what makes me indispensable is that I'm not just well recognized, but respected. Definitely. So even if supposedly there's contemplation on discarding me or toying with my energetics that convey that I'm able to be thrown away or not as appreciated, there's other energetics that speak of higher truths. That's what they're saying. Authorizing officer Tuesday on a Wednesday. What makes me, Tina, indispensable? We got the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So, again, working with the core, there is a lot of abundance coming through. Transformative power, overall growth. This is blooming from the core. So this is growth mindset, but this is also an area of continuous improvement. We have this is master number 11, but it's also angel number 110 if you really look at it. Positioning it there. 110 is hangman energy, being objective to the situation. So like, even though like my I come off like ghostly, like elusive, there's still a lot that's invested. Like you see that I'm ultimately about growth. And I intuitively know this. So some of the time it's like I have to like play dead, like I'm a living effigy, in order to work my ways. I have to pretend like I don't see things sometimes in order to allow growth to happen. So there's a little bit of a humbling effect in knowing how to position myself in order to get not just the point across, because there's not always going to be active listeners on the other end, but to be effective within those measures. So a lot of people in leadership don't get this part. A lot of people within the underling, I don't even want to call it underling, but a lot of people who are more at the base level of the hierarchy are not, they don't understand these values. They don't understand these virtues. They They don't even consider them. So that's what makes me indispensable. Okay. All right. Anything else? Because I want to have my coffee and I want to gonna move on. I'm severely King of Pentacles, inverted, and the Three of Pentacles to match that over there. So this is a work atmosphere. Somebody knows that they truly fucked up. You see all the flowers coming out of like purple flowers there, purple flowers coming out of my core. But this person truly fucked up. In the workplace, like whoever's associated with like school or organizations or like work atmosphere, whether that's like here or like physical 9-to-5 job, that like some boss knows that they fucked up with me. They know like they cannot, like, they know they fucked up and it's troubling them. They didn't realize that they could fuck up that badly with me. So I don't know if this belongs to a particular boss or to several slices of it, but I do know this is undeniable. To get those two cards like across, you know, this is a clarifier upon a clarifier. The forum, and then the sentience of the person. So these are two sentience, you know, figures. This is the forum, the channel, and this is the actual person, the role. They fucked up on me. They know. They know, like, it's accentuated. They fucked up with me. They fumbled me. 8 of Pentacles. So guess what? Look, it's an up right now. 8 of Pentacles. So they have to, like, guess, basically. Dig for the buried treasure. Like, is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Where did she hide it? Like, now I have to actually do the work. So 8 of Pentacles is about mastering your situation, even with the fumbles. Because we're all learning here, you know. This is, yeah. You see, like, he dug himself like halfway into the hole. Like, so he stopped doing that. But he's searching for other, you know, places where it's like a scavenger hunt, but now you have to work harder. Yup, that's true. Okay. You know, like a self-cleaning oven. These are self-protective measures where, like, you know, you had it good, but okay. So it's knowing my power and using that creativity for myself, kind of closing my chakras and my auras, my space, in order to better wield this energy. Like, I deserve it. Out of I owe it to myself to protect that energy. Yep, 7 of Wands. Yeah, I will hold the higher ground. It's communicated. Like, I have to communicate with myself, my sentience, and set the tone. Like, nobody's gonna screw around with me. I'm not. No. Top of the deck. What's no secret? Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, again, player energy. Young mindset player energy. So I've already communicated. Like, I'm going to be blunt about it. I could be a little crass if I'd like to, but that's not my style. Unless you need to hear it like that, I don't have to go there. Sometimes the truth hurts a little bit more, and it therefore is a little bit more effective with certain energies. Okay, so what makes me, oh, freaking indispensable. Okay, we got some here, but we got the Magician facing the Two of Wands, the Fool card in reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the Three of Cups. Holy smokes, this is excellent. Magician. Oh, wait, what did I have? Okay, I'm okay. Sorry, I just had to think about what I had for dinner in order, like, did I put it away? Yeah, I did. Magician, like you're a clear practitioner. You know how to master all elements. The energy basically comes from like within your palms, within your sentience. So you don't actually need the physical items in order to practice, Tina. Like it's already within your energetics. Like it's already encoded. You are already equipped. So regardless of where you're at in any situation, you're going to be able to manifest accordingly. Manifest protection, manifest replenishment, manifest defense, offense, manifest like create out of thin air, basically. This is mastery of all forms of alchemy right here. You see? Size it up correctly. This is the Seven of Wands, basically, without looking at all of the wands, like, down there. You know, I'm hearing 5 to 1. Baby, 1 and 5. No one here gets out of line. You get yours, and I get mine. Gonna make it, baby. What the fuck? Okay, anyway, here we go. 2 of Wands here. So the reason why I got that is like there's a fraction of like the fires missing here. So if this is a 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands are, you know what? You know what this is saying? Holy smokes. This is so weird. Okay. So there's 3 lit here. Okay. Which means that a fraction of these, 4 of these wands are missing here. They've either extinguished in its like combativeness, or like they're just goners, basically. So let me show you something here. Our cover card, my cover card, was the 4 of Wands. You see how lit that is? I have successfully transformed, helped these people transmute within my home and hearth. I've converted them, basically. Help them alchemize. That's excellent. That's what makes me indispensable, for real. To have that turnaround here, there's only one, that ratio is massive. Like, that's an applause from the divine, for sure. So, you hold the higher ground, Tina. As a magician, the Fool card in reverse, it doesn't faze me. There are so many journeys, like so many transits, like to be announced. You are healed. You're able to do this because you are a healed person. You know, that saying, hurt people hurt people. I recognize that, but I also don't use that as an excuse card to allow people to like fuck around with my energy. Like, I understand that, and I can be very understanding with that, but once somebody used that as the get out of jail free card, it's like, no. That automatically voids validation. Like, no. So anyway, this is 5 of Swords in reverse. It's winning the battles, but like not having to shove it in anybody's face. It's because there are some losses in warring. So this is like no longer like there's no ego here in trying to one up anybody. And so celebratory measures, 100%. That's what makes me, I'm well celebrated because of those energetics. Definitely. That's amazing. To have that there, gosh, this is excellent. That's what makes me indispensable. So the other stuff that came along, I'm just going to get this card right here. 8 of Swords inverted. I think some people get stuck in my energy. They get like tongue-tied within their visuals of like, yeah, I think they do. They get a little like enveloped in my energy. I mean, they can easily get out of it, right? But there's a certain, they feel protected in my energy. You see, like it's porcupine status. So, what makes me indispensable is that I have automatic followers from those energetics, people who do need that protection, that are vulnerable in a sense, so they feel safe within my energy. And it's not just about feeling safe, but that I can offer that. That I do offer that, you see, because they're already in it. They know it without having to see very much of my energy. So that's what makes me indispensable, because a lot of the time these vulnerable people are being taken advantage of or like played as pawns, right? So with other energetics, like people, what do you call it? Some people get their status and try to hold it down by pinning down these figures here. I don't have to do that shit. That's not my way. But because that is not my way, that is actually a form of leverage. Like that's it's well-respected energy that is very obvious. Like you can't dispute recognition of that kind of an offering. So that's what makes me indispensable. Like this is highly profitable energy, let me tell you that, because this doesn't waste anybody's time. This doesn't lower anyone's morale. This makes things a lot more efficient when you get the automatic buy-in of people who recognize my energy and respect it, like in its most validating ways. So it gets to the point faster. It's like definitely that's cost efficient, not just in its pentacle sense, but within energetics, like spiritually speaking, soulfully speaking. That's basically a team builder right there. Yeah. All right, that's me. That's me. That's me. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Moving quickly. Feeling situations out. That's what my gut takes me a long way. All right. So I have a lot to be grateful for. All right. What makes me... Authorizing Officer Tuesday on a Wednesday. What makes me so indispensable? Five of Wands in reverse. There's no more combativeness. I like it. I like it. That means I've won all five over. Holy smokes, see? It only takes a matter of time. You know, like I'm not hung up on like winning everybody over, but because my energy is very pure in its intention, it follows through. So what makes me indispensable is like I'm here for the greatest good. Okay, I'm here for, you know, people recognize that in all walks of life. They eventually realize in it to the point where like I empower them, knowing that like kind of amplifying their Leo energy. You see this? Like caught in, they're no longer caught in the thick of it and like in the hairs of like all the madness, the fires of it. Like this is Leo energy. Like they've how do I say it? I've activated them. Activated their Leo energy. Something to be proud of. Like there's something to be proud of in the dynamic of resolving those situations, those communication gaps. But there's also something to be proud of within like their empowerment. Like they now recognize and are living within that energy. So it's not just like a partnership benefit, but also what their takeaway is that enhances whatever that they decide to do. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's excellent. Okay, I feel like that's it for now because like my throat and I want to have my coffee and I want to get through some paperwork and yeah, there's just a lot to. This was basically an indirect way of making myself feel better because of an encountered disappointment, a surprise that was not as favorable, and knowing that I'm so much more than what I recognize this certain sentience, this potential, this budding potential to be kind of almost putting it on a pedestal. And I think sometimes when I put myself in those positions where I am very excited about a certain energy, a certain dynamic, that at this point that those energetics feel that and think that they can get away with certain things that they would not necessarily do if how do I say it? Some people don't recognize the consequence of compromising my energy. They don't, like, I know that where I'm at right now, it attracts very gifted people too. Some struggling within their own ethics and virtues that I can recognize, but I'm not going to handicap anyone. I'm not saying that handicap is like a bad thing, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to, let's better term that, okay? I'm not going to give allowances for people to disrespect my energy. Because disappointing is another kind of way of looking at things, but it's not about me being disappointed. It's about the disrespect itself. And so it's important for me to, again, remain objective until, like, I'm at a place now where, like, I can't give too much up front. I'm not supposed to. People get too they're not used to working with my kind of energy. So things have to unfold incrementally without me being as heavily invested. That's just, I don't know, I guess I'm at this level now where I have to recognize that. Like, this discovery isn't something that, like, makes me want to cry. I'm just heavily disappointed. Yeah. I deserve better. I think the old me would feel more saddened, but I've been through a lot already. And this just tells me that this sentience that disappointed me, they don't know truly who I am. If they don't recognize who I am, then how could they appreciate that, you know? So there's that. That means that there's either there needs to be a corrective action, a series of them, or I just move on to the next sentience, which means there is that leaves me open to something better, because I'm not going to compromise my energy. Well worth that. All right, closing takeaway here for me is the Chariot. I get to move forward. Oh, hey, you're openly peaceful, lovely, and spiritual, so they must respect that coming into your energy. You're a godsend. I would have you as a great friend, not just a reader. Thank you. So is the Chariot. Train tracks through a tunnel. You get to move out of that. Yeah, you know, the thing is that if I look into that energy that disappointed me, they usually come from high positions, you know. But like this person, this tells me that this sentience, let's say, okay, is used to having all kinds of options flock their way. But it tells me that a lot of those energies might have looked like their prime, but are not, but are actually like bottom hanging fruit. Because they disrespected his energy. Like, you see what I'm like? But there was kind of like a mutual understanding, like who's playing who or whatever. Like there's that too. So when you're accustomed to energy, it's hard to, it becomes more difficult to comprehend energy outside of that and recognize it to be a reality, and therefore make accommodations towards that or adaptations to that when dealing with, more evolved energetics. So there's that. We all have like different stages in life. Like, I'm not trying to bring down anybody, but 100% I'm not going to bring down myself either. So there's that. Oh, good to see you're here though. So one takeaway for my audience here is, the Lover's card. This is the attraction, it's kind of like source identifying the likeness of relationships. Like, you see? Yeah, we find ourselves in this strange place, and then somehow we find a pairing, a match, the likeness of our own within this like strange foreign place. So the familiarization, and given the download that like of accuracy, it's like of kind of like matchmaking, is looking good, basically. Oh my gosh, and when you look at this, holy smoke, this is for me too. You see like how the lineup is there? It's mimicking the road as well. So that is excellent. I knew that the audience card would also be for me, but you're moving in the right direction towards like your correct matches. Which means that it's definitely like solar energy, it's lit energy. And by the way, how did your like masterpiece turn out? My alarm went off. 5:45. Yeah. Yeah, how did your masterpiece work out? Your project. I don't know, what do you call it? How did you name it? It wasn't so technical, like project. I don't think you said it like that. I'm gonna pull some cards from the Decameron Tarot. Okay, we got the Six of Swords. Oh, yeah, definitely. You see? This is singling out. Oh, it's this singling out the person that has great as always. Thanks, no name. Oh, okay. So you don't name your pieces. You don't name. You like to leave it ambiguous or like determined by the the viewer, so that it kind of it doesn't have any boundaries as far as interpretation. Is that how you roll? But okay, we got this card. It landed on the Lovers and the Chariot card. 6 to the 7, or 7 to the 6, isolated here. And then back to this, okay, 6 still. So, we got Master number 66 here, but we have also Angel number 766. But this is identifying the one that, like, in this, like, strange world that we live in, who has, like, the actual drive to get it, like, done, like, to make traction. And see, and that's what's happening here, for sure. No, all, some, but most are commissions. Yes. Well, that's great. So, this thing about authorizing Officer Tuesdays on a Wednesday, and what makes you so indispensable, Tina? Oh, like with my gifts, I'm able to pinpoint who has the drive, who are the most willing, the most capable out of, everyone that's inhabiting space around me. This is good. I guess I feel really bummed about this energy because I felt like I felt their energy was very, very, very strong. And it wasn't strong like how I felt before with other people's energies. This was like very good. It felt healing. It felt good. Not questionable. But I forget that there's some, I don't know. I guess I just really need to focus on what I'm doing here. Because to answer the question as to why somebody would fuck around with my energy, like, without it being like they intended on, like, tampering with my energy, but, like, thinking that they could, like, cheat their way into like accessing my energy. Like, I don't think they logically did this, like they premeditated it, but like I know that some guys are like, I'm not even going to isolate it to a certain gender, but I know that certain people will fuck with whoever is the most accessible, most immediate like form of fuckery around. But meanwhile think of somebody else. You know what I mean? So like it seems harmless because it seems like very normal of like what most, like a lot of people do. But at the same time, when you're developed, like when you're at this level of energetics, there are different terms. Like you don't just like say I'm doing this and then it's like, you know what, I don't know how to say it. How do I say it? I do know how to say it. They should have known that that was not, that would not be okay with me. It's like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. There's only one cake, okay? That's all there is to it. Thanks for the insight. Back to the work now. Always good talk. Yep. Bye for now. It's 4 of Swords in reverse and the Hanged Woman. Yeah, definitely. Being objective because I am healed, and that's all there is to it. There's nothing more to say here. There's nothing more to say here. I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck here. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Secret Sauce. Top of the deck is Page of Cups. What's behind this one? Okay. So, what just parted here? 2 of Cups in reverse. I think I think I need to recalibrate. Just investing back in myself and in my magic for sure activated. Yeah. But on the obvious state, there are some admirers, new admirers, but it's more important to be invested in what I'm doing. Ace of Cups in reverse, that is trophy. 9 of Cups, happiness. And the High Priestess in reverse, yeah, objective again. So I'm there, okay. Authorizing officer Tuesday on a Wednesday. What makes me indispensable is because I know whether or not I'm an effigy or actively being objective, like this is good energy. I recognize that. Like I'm happy within my own. Yeah, I don't need anyone to really validate it. Got the freaking 4 of Wands here. Like, what a great story. It all came together. 53 minutes. Excellent. Oh, you're... like 3... Will I become doctor in future? I think that's it for now. I've got to go. Thanks very much for all donations provided in light and love. It is appreciated. So upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading now.